Hey y'all, it's Angel here at the Chicken Coop, and today we're going to pot on some tomato plants that, my cat's in here. I may have to get her out here. She's going to be distracting to me. But today we're going to pot up some tomato starts, some seeds that have germinated, and we're going to pot them on into some little bit bigger cups, okay? So I just wanted to show y'all kind of how I do this. So what I've got here is just a tray of little Dixie cups filled with potting soil. These I've used for several years. I recycle these. I wash these at the end of every season and recycle them. They have holes punched in the bottom, but they make a good little transition up from your seed starts, okay? And I've got them in this tray, and I filled them with potting soil. And now I'm just going to take this cup, and I'm just going to kind of press this potting soil down with the end of a cup. Just kind of firm up the soil here. I started these seed starts like, probably a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. I should have wrote it down, I didn't. And now I'm going to pot these up, okay? And this is not hard at all. Let me find, I lost my little chopsticks. I usually like to use chopsticks. Those are the best little things to poke a hole in your dirt, your soil, and propagate. But I have lost my little chopsticks. I think my grandbaby's been in here playing, and he has my chopsticks. But I don't want to accuse him of it if he didn't really do it. But you can always get chopsticks. They're not hard to get a hold of. But I don't have any in here, so I'm just going to use a little pencil. Okay, so just a small little pencil, and I'm just going to go through here and poke a hole in each one of these. Oh, and I should water these before let me water these before I get started with this. It's better to water before you put your seedlings in, because your seedlings are such tiny little things. They might lay over with the water, the weight of the water on their leaves. So it's best to water your soil before you transfer your little seedlings in here. Okay. I'm probably just going to put a little bit more in here because I want it up. There's little grooves in the bottom of this tray. I'll show you with another tray. And I want that water above those grooves so that the water has a chance to soak up from the bottom of the little seedlings. I'm using a tray just like this. See how it has like little grooves that the water, when you fill that up, water's going to be in those little grooves. But if you give it above that just a little bit, it allows the little cup to soak up some water. Okay, now I'm out in my greenhouse today, and it actually snowed last night in Texas. That doesn't happen very often. And so we have snow. It didn't really stick. It's on a few little in the places in the shade. It's still there, but not out here in the sun. It's not cold enough for that. It's probably in the 30s of somewhat outside. I have some supplemental heat in here in my greenhouse, and it's like 45 or 50 in my greenhouse. I turned the heat up just a little bit for me to be out here potting, but I just did that when I got out here, so it hadn't really heated up much. Okay, now I'm going to show you here. This is 1 cup. See, I watered these and the water's gone through all these cups, but it didn't on this one. That means that this cup is not going to be a real well draining cup, and I don't need to use that. So, because it's not going to drain well, and that little seedling is going to get drowned. So I'm going to fill up 2 other cups here. Hold on. Yeah, those don't have. Yeah, that one's got a hole in it. There we All right. And then let me poke that down. And poke a hole in that. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we have, I have these starts, these seed starts. These are in my seed start trays. Let me show you what these look like. These are all my starts for my tomatoes. Not all of them, but these are some of them. And I got these trays from Bootstrap Farmer. These are wonderful. And they have them in all these different colors. I've got blue and pink and orange and green and purple. Yeah, that's all the colors I got. And I wanted fun colors. I really thought I was ordering the multicolored trays, but I didn't. I got somehow ordered all blue trays, but that's okay. So I have lots of these trays. They're really good and heavy, and they're really good so that you can reuse them. And I got them at Bootstrap Farmer. I'm not sponsored by any of them, but I really liked them because they allow you to order small amounts, but yet it's the good quality of a good nursery supply company, okay? So that's what I liked about them. And I start a lot of stuff, a lot of different plants. I propagate and do all that kind of stuff, so I wanted some good trays, okay? So these first batch that I'm going to do, these are Rutgers tomatoes. Now, Rutgers tomatoes are an indeterminate tomato. And what that means is that the tomato plant itself will keep growing and keep producing as long as, you know, the environment and everything is right. Now, an indeterminate tomato it's got a season. It's gonna, you know, it's gonna grow and produce that amount of tomatoes, and then when that's done, it's done. It's done its due. Okay. All right. So I got this little seedling in here. Oh, my little cat. I don't know what she's doing. All right. So what I'm doing is, okay. So these little seedlings, I'm picking them up by the leaves. It's got like the little root on it. See? And I'm just making a big hole in there and plopping that down in there. Now with tomatoes, these have stretched out just a little, not too bad, but you can bury that little plant. And so see, I got it stuck off down in there, okay? So it's just a little short little plant now. And that's what I'm gonna do. You don't ever touch the stem of a tomato plant when they're these little bitty seedlings like this, because you'll damage them. So I well out a big hole and stick that down in there as far as I can get it to go down in there. Bury that stem and then cover it up. And then everywhere that little stem is down in the ground, in the soil, the potting soil, it will make, this one's wanting to stick to my pencil, hold on a minute. It will make more roots. Okay. Now you're asking, why am I doing Rutgers? Okay. I'm doing Rutgers. I've done Rutgers before and I really liked them. They're kind of a small round tomato. They have really prolific in their fruit, how much you get off of them. So they're pretty prolific. They're not a real big, huge tomato, but they do produce a lot of tomatoes. And the reason why I'm planting them, these are the seeds I had. All right, so I'm not one of these type people that I have to plant, you know. I mean, I'm not going to plant some screwbally stuff that I've never even heard of. I do plant some of that, like one or two a year, to see if I like them. But I mean, this is a good a good type of tomato I've heard about, I know about it, so it, you know, I'm not planting something I don't know anything about. But I had some Rutgers, I don't even know how I got them. I had some Rutgers tomato seeds, and this is what I planted. Because this is what I've got so many seeds. I've got to get these seeds used up. And there's no sense having seeds. Yes, seeds last for a long time, and you can plant, you know, they found seeds in Egyptian tombs and planted them, and they've, you know, grown. But, you know, after a while, if you don't care for your seeds just properly and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to have the best germination and all that kind of stuff. So I want to get these used up. So this is what I'm doing today. I'm potting these on. And you're probably thinking, well, why aren't you doing a bigger pot than this? Well, number one, I will pot these up to bigger pots. After this, I'll show you what I go to. Hold on a minute. After these grow out of those, I go to this size. And then when they grow out of this, I go to this size. And the reason why I do that is because, number one, you don't have room to go just to this. You don't want to take that little bitty tiny seedling and go to this. You want to graduate your seedlings up, okay? So, that's what I'm doing. So that's what I do. And I've used these several years, reusing them. Cheap. People, you don't have to have all, yes, I bought this stuff from this backyard bootstrap farmer, but I've used all sorts of things. These are leftover Jiffy pots. I save everything. You see my milk jugs that I plant in. You know, these cups that I plant in. You can plant your seedlings in just about anything you want to come to. I've got, in my house, I'm saving tin cans. You know those little pull top tin cans that you pull the top on, like for soups and vegetables and stuff that have the pull tops? I'm saving those. And I'm saving those because I'm going to put my herbs in those. And if I have any herbs left over, I'll sell those. So that's something I've saved for, to sell, and I don't have any money in that can. That can is, it's going to go in the trash can. So why not save them? I'm going to poke holes in the bottom of them and pot up some things. The can, because it's a pull top, you can't get cut on them as easy. And I'm, going to use those to sell to people. That's what I do. I try to save money in gardening any way you can. And I just want to encourage people that are out there that are gardening and don't have a greenhouse or don't have all these things. You don't have to have all that just to get started, okay? I did this many years before having a greenhouse. As a matter of fact, I don't even leave these plants out here in my greenhouse. I'm just out here working, so I'm not making a mess. All this got started in my house. And I don't have a big fancy grow light system. I have one light thing that my husband made me years ago, but it's just one. The rest have been in my windowsills. It's sunny windowsills that I can do. That works. Mother Nature truly does work. I know people don't think that, but Mother Nature does know what she's doing, and she can work and do what she needs to do for Mother Nature. We try to circumvent Mother Nature, but Mother Nature still works, people. It still works. Her sunlight is still working. God created the sun, and it's still working on the plants that He created and the seeds that He created. I hate to tell people that, that think that they have to have all these fancy systems and stuff. You do. It helps. It helps you get started and maybe get a little sooner. But I'm telling you, I've started all these seeds. I had that one light that I put on them that I kind of rotated in and out. But like I say, I have at least 4 trays of these little seed starts that I have. I have like 4 of those in my house. So obviously that one light's not going to do all of this. So I, like I say, God and nature, and I tease about Mother Nature because I really believe God created this, but He created a system that really truly does work. So you don't have to have all that fancy stuff to get His system to work. So. All right. So see, I'm just burying that little stem that I have, and burying that long little root, that little tap root that's going on here. I just bury it as far down as I can get it in this little hole that I'm wallering out here. I'm wallering out. That's a good garden term. I'm wallering out this hole. All right. I've got 2 more here in this one little seed starting tray. Now, if you didn't want to grow all of these, you could pick out like what you think is the strongest little seedling and plant it, and then move on and not plant anymore. But I'm going to plant them all up, because if I use what I don't use, I actually have four little trays of these, of Rutgers. I have 2 trays of 4th of July, which is some freebie package I got somewhere. 4th of July, I think it's kind of like a little small, like a little cherry tomato type thing, but not quite so small, like it's kind of in between. And then I did get this from Baker Creek when I ordered some Baker Creek seeds. Oh, no, that's Roma. I got some kind of a purple Russian, and I have some of that. So I've got Rutgers, 4th of July, Roma, purple Russian, and then maybe something else I can't remember. But so that's what I'm doing today. I'm potting up this stuff on. So let me keep going. I'll talk to you in just a minute. So I just kind of wanted to show y'all that I was talking about that little light that my husband had made me a couple years ago, and this is one of the trays that I have, and it's just in front of a west window here in my house. And then here is another tray of seedlings of tomatoes that have come up. These other ones haven't sprouted yet. So this is what I'm saying. I just do this inside my house, and so I only have that one light. And then once they came up and germinated, I moved some to another room in my house. I'll show you that now. Alright, so this is this is our bedroom in our house, and it actually is south facing and probably has the brightest sun in our house. And usually I have like some shears that come down over this window, but I've pulled them back for these little seedlings. These are the ones I potted up yesterday, and some more seedlings that I've got that are coming up. So see, this is what I'm talking about. These are just what I've got is in my bedroom. I keep them in my bedroom. And that tray of seedlings that I potted on yesterday was sitting right here where this is now. And I also have another window to the left just like this, and I've got another one of these benches here that I'm going to try to move in so that I have more room to put the seedlings that I'm potting on into this room, because this is probably the brightest windows of the house. I'll show you this window right here. See, I'm going to try to put another bench right here in front of those. So see, people, you can just do this at your house. You don't have to have the grow lights and everything. Those are all really, really nice, and it makes it a little bit easier, but it can be done in your windowsills. So I just wanted to show y'all that, and then I'm going to be back out here in the greenhouse today, and we'll talk a little bit more, okay? Hey guys, I'm back in the greenhouse, and what a difference a day makes. Oh my gosh! It's 63 degrees out there. We had snow the other day, and now it is 63 degrees. Blows my mind. That is Texas for you. Just crazy. Matter of fact, my stove is like right here up underneath me. We have a gas propane stove that we heat with in here, and it's just the pilot is on. But it is so hot, I'm probably going to have to take this jacket off because it's like 80 degrees in my greenhouse today. Just crazy. This is what's crazy about Texas. So I am going to take my jacket off here. And I'm back in the greenhouse, and I'm still potting up tomatoes. And y'all, I have like 4 flats of these. I've got to get done on this. I had to go to Walmart yesterday and buy some more Dixie cups. I was out of Dixie cups. So that's what I'm doing today. And I just kind of wanted to finish up this video and do just some chit chat with y'all, and just let y'all know this last couple of weeks I hit 100 subscribers, and I know that sounds so silly that I'm so excited about 100 subscribers, but I am. And the reason why, I tell y'all, I started this channel about 3 years ago, but then I only did a few little videos just to kind of test the water, just to kind of see if I could even do it. And then it kind of sat dormant. My daughter had a baby, work, just life happens. And so this year, probably just a few months ago, is when I really kind of started doing my videos again. And in just that short amount of time, I had maybe 15 or so subscribers at that time. Not anything big, because I hadn't pushed it or done anything for it or anything. And since then, I've gone to over 100 subscribers. So I am so excited, and I just want to thank y'all so much. Y'all just don't know. Now that I'm retired, I'm hoping to do more videos and be more consistent. I've tried to just start out with 1 video a week so that, I'm not overwhelming myself. Don't want to take up, go from retirement, and spend all my time on doing videos and stuff. Not that I don't love doing this stuff, but I just want to have a good balance of everything, because I think I can just wear y'all out with videos and also wear myself out. So I kind of have a tendency to do that in my life, is when I go into something like gangbusters, crazy, and then it can be a little out of balance. So today I'm just working in my greenhouse. I'm going to try to get some more of these tomato plants potted up, because I have like I say, I have 4 more flats of these in my house. And I showed y'all the video in my house of where I've put these. Showed you kind of where the windowsills that I'm going to put them in. I also didn't show it, but my husband got me another, a long card table, and we put it in my daughter's room, or old room where she, grew up, and put it in front of the windows in her room. Her room has a big, huge window, and that is the east sun in her window. So once I get some more of these potted up, I'm gonna have to put them around in my house. Though if it stays 63 degrees outside, I might just bring them out here. I don't know, but it's not gonna stay like this. This is only the 1st of February, so it's going to get cold again, I have no doubt. And so that's part of gardening, when you're trying to kind of get a jump on Mother Nature and on the seasons that God created. You kind of have to do some little tricks of the trade here, and especially in Texas, because you never know what our weather's going to be. We don't have normal weather like everybody else. So I just wanted to talk to y'all and just get back with you and just tell y'all I'm so excited, and so thank y'all so much for supporting me and subscribing and liking my videos. And if you could share my videos and try to get other people to subscribe, I would love it. If you have other people that have this type of interest like we do in homesteading and gardening and all sorts of things, I would really appreciate it. I would really love it. And so just thank y'all, and let me get back to work and get busy, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye. While I was in my greenhouse, my husband was out here weeding the garden, and he threw all these weeds in here to my chickens, and they're just loving it. They're like, woohoo! Just want to show y'all my chickens. That's my rooster right there in the middle. So see, I just kind of have a menagerie of chickens. All right, just wanted to show you my girls. Bye-bye.